Okay, my comments for chapter 3 are going to be really brief, and that's not because I don't have a lot to say, but that's because reflecting is challenging, and I'm not going to attempt to over explain it. So please spend some time with chapter 3. So don't be fooled by the fact there are only 2 vocabulary words, because this second one here, um, it's very hard to just like figure out and how to do. It's a little complicated. So I would say spend time with how you see in the examples the writers giving you their interpretations and reflections at different points in the story. So this idea of this gap between who you are now or where we are now at the end of the story, the idea is this: you don't save all of this reflection to the end of the story. You have to like try to figure out like how to have these reflective moments at different points, especially around the climactic point in your story, because you're slowly like beginning to piece something together about yourself or the world or what have you. So I'm just going to go here. This is my current favorite part of this chapter. Instead of thinking about, I'm going to tell you all the story and I'm going to get to the end and I'm going to have a traditional conclusion, this is what it means. Abrams, the author of this text, says, the challenge is to weave reflection throughout the story itself. And they've given us 2 examples that we might look at in the student examples in this text to see how they are deliberately taking moments throughout the story and interpreting what this means, what they're beginning to figure out. This is really what we do in real life as we piece things together. So you want to avoid having a moral to your story. That's the best thing I can say to add to this chapter. And that's how I said like the wrap up is, this is not a traditional essay where you restate the introduction. And actually I would say, think about your story as like a movie. So if you're looking at a movie, the characters don't come out and tell you everything. You have to piece it together. So that's the idea here in trying to weave reflection throughout different points of your essay. So, and I said I was going to keep this short, and I mean it. So that's pretty much, I would say, again, you might take a look at this easy 500 word like essay to see, does this person do that? Are there points in here where they stop and say, hey, I'm learning something along the way? And then when we get to the end, there's a bigger conclusion, but it's not all a surprise. So what I can say is we shouldn't read any of these essays, even the examples in chapter 3 and the examples that I give you. When you get to the last couple of paragraphs, nothing should be new. You shouldn't be surprised that the person is feeling or seeing the world a certain way. If you're surprised, and this is good for when someone else reads it, if they're surprised, like, how is this ending? Then that means you probably need to go back through your essay and have some reflective points that you can weave in. All right, that's it. And those are my on the spot notes for this chapter.